last week was the GayVN Awards in Vegas. They took place on January 20th, and I was out there from the 14th to the 21st, and I ended up having 11 collabs scheduled with other creators, so 11 scenes that got on the calendar. So I have an agent and Choice Model Management, and he books me all my studio scenes, all my adult content scenes outside of OnlyFans. He thought of, well, why don't I organize a content house where we can all be housed together, and we can invite creators from all over that are visiting for the awards, and we can just create some content leading up to the GayVNs. I thought that was a great idea. He organized this whole thing. We had 5 choice models staying at the house and then 5 staying at another house. So I was staying at the house where all the content was being filmed. Kind of what the setup was is, say you had a 10 o'clock time slot with you and another model. You'd come, you'd get there, and then we would take pictures with Mark inside or outside the house or wherever we were going to shoot to get some photos to post on Instagram and Twitter. So some safe for work, some not safe for work. And then we would go right into filming the scene with the 2 cameramen, and then it would just be plug and repeat. So like at 11:30 there'd be another collab scheduled, and so it was just back to back to back. So that was kind of the setup, and I just, I wanted something on the calendar every day. I wanted to keep busy. I mean, it's, not a lot of time where you have so many creators in one place, and I definitely wanted to capitalize on that. I knew I'd probably burn myself out a little bit, as much as I love making some hot content for everyone, for you guys, with hot guys that I have good chemistry with. I knew it was a lot to schedule, but I ended up having 3 the very first day I got there. And so let me tell you how this happened. So I scheduled originally with a creator named River, who lives here in LA, and then a local named Johnny Donovan, and we had something scheduled for Wednesday morning, the first day I was there. I was like, cool, great, we'll start with the nice little hot scene with the 2 of them. Another creator messaged Koaty and I and was like, hey, we've done one-on-one scenes together, can we do one of the 3 of us? And he wanted to do Wednesday morning as well. He's like, this is the time I have available. And so I ended up scheduling those 2 things back to back just to make it work. So I was like, okay, I'll do something with Koaty and this other creator, and we'll have some fun, and I'll just hop right into filming with River and Johnny, and just as I say, bang it out. The night before, one of the creators got a job interview, and he wasn't able to make it on Wednesday. So I did the scene with Koaty and the other creator, and then which is if you know who he is Jordan Starr. And then right after that, Jordan had another scene with a creator named Taylor Sin, and they invited me to come into that scene since my other scene had been rescheduled. He's like, well, let's just like do one of the 3 of us. And we did something special for that scene that you couldn't do unless I was there, because you need 3 people for it. So you have to wait for the video. I thought, okay, I already had 2 scheduled for today, I might as well do 2. And so it was great. We got all these photos with Mark, and then got another photo session with Mark. So, I'm loving that I'm getting all these photos with Mark Henderson. Then later on in the day, the local to Vegas, Johnny Donovan, was like, hey, is River coming into town today? And I was like, oh no, he's not going to make it. He's like, well then, should I just come over? And I was like, oh wow, okay, wait. That would be 3 in one day, but it had been a few hours, and Johnny, I knew that was his only day available, and he's local to Vegas, so, I don't always get to see him. He's such a sweetheart. We've, been friends for a while. I love seeing him. So I was like, just come over. Let's see what we can make happen. And he came over, and we shot a really hot scene. So super excited for that one to come out as well. So like I said, I ended up doing 3 the very first day I was in Vegas. Thursday, I had 2 scheduled. So I had one in the morning with Maddie West. If you've seen our videos, I've done a video with Koaty, Maddie, and myself. So the idea was that we do some one-on-ones, just trying to get different stuff for everybody, not so we have the same thing. We had it set up where I did a one-on-one with Maddie in the kitchen, and then Koaty and Maddie went and did a one-on-one in the shower. And that was that was great. It's perfect. Maddie's such a cutie. He's so sexy, so sweet. And at nighttime, I had scheduled, so this was my 5th one. It was a bachelor themed scene. So it's these 2 creators, you might know them, Travis and Paul, and they wanted to do like a bachelor scene because they just got engaged. Congrats to them. And they wanted the theme to be that they're the bachelors, so they're the bottoms. And they invited me plus like 6 or 7 other guys to come and be, the tops. And what ended up happening was midday, I think someone wasn't feeling well, so the whole thing got rescheduled. I was excited about the scene, but also when it got rescheduled, I was like, okay, that would have been 5. Maybe it's okay to just like not do a second one today. Friday, Koaty and I had a French boy come over, and he was super cute, so sexy. Never had a chance to meet him in person before, but got to connect and got to invite him over. And the theme for this one was that Koaty and I were both the 2 tops, and he was our bottom. So that was fun, super hot. The next day, I had scheduled a one-on-one with someone named Marcus, and then Koaty had scheduled a one-on-one with someone named Joey Dane. Koaty's was scheduled, it was the first one of the day, I think it was at like 10, and Marcus came over around 11. We're just like, Marcus and I filmed a movie for men.com, the Gladiators movie, so we knew each other. We're excited to, make a scene for OnlyFans. 4 other models had stopped by to just kind of be there to see when they might be able to film something throughout the day. And so Marcus, myself, and these 4 other models, while Koaty and his partner were filming their scene, we're just kind of like hanging out. We were taking some photos with Mark, and we're like, well, why don't we just have the 6 of us instead of having a few one-on-ones? Let's just have the 6 of us do something. Ended up having a impromptu 6-person scene, and that was fun. Got to do a bunch of things in that video, especially since we had 2 camera people filming, and it was very, very fun, very sexy. Can't wait for you guys to see that one. And right after that, Marcus and I, we hung out for a little bit, just chilling at the house, and there ended up being another open slot, and we were in the mood, so we decided to actually film a one-on-one scene, just the 2 of us later on that day, on Saturday. So ended up having 2 on Saturday. So Sunday, Koaty and I had something scheduled with another model, and that model actually the day before was like, hey, I'm a little tired. We all live in LA. Why don't we shoot something when we're all back in LA? At that point, I had done 7 scenes, in 4 days. So I was like, sure, let's take a day off. So Sunday, Koaty and I took the day off, and we went to the Strip, and we watched the game and just had like a little date day for ourselves. Monday was the GayVNs, but we had a scene scheduled for myself, Koaty, and Greg Dixon, if you're familiar with him. A lot of fans had been requesting a video with him, so we did a scene with him, and that was our one scene of the day, and it was a lot of fun. Went and did the GayVNs. Unfortunately, did not win any awards. It was nominated for 5, but it was tough categories, lots of incredible talent in all of them, so didn't win, but it was fun to be nominated. And then the next day we had one last scheduled, and that was with someone named Heath. He ended up booking a last-minute studio scene that put him really far away from where we were all staying in Vegas, and so he ended up needing to cancel, and that ended up being fine because we were pretty tired at that point. So I ended up, out of the 11 scenes that got scheduled, the Bachelor one fell through, the one on Sunday got canceled, and then the one with Heath got canceled on Tuesday. So of the 11, I got 8 done, and I'm very happy with all of them. They were so much fun to shoot. It was such a great setup, just getting to take the photos, and then we all were able to be housed together, so we were able to make TikToks and Reels and things for Instagram, and all the behind the scenes that a lot of people want to see but don't always have access to. And this was all for all for our OF sites, for our own personal fan sites. So we'll all be releasing this content over the next few months for everyone that's that we have the rights to, that we own, and we just got to have it, you know, filmed for us and set up for us, and it was great. It was such a great setup. We are gonna plan to do this again. My agent, he was so happy with how it all turned out and loved getting all the models together and getting all this content for everyone and helping us all out, that he wants to do it again for when the Gravies happen in Europe. He wants to organize one for Puerto Vallarta. So we'll definitely be doing these content houses again. I might not schedule so many for myself next time, but I will say those are some great. I saw some of the footage so far, and it's so good, and it's great quality, and I really, really can't wait for everyone to see it. Well, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed hearing some behind the scenes information of what we did.